Okay, hi there everybody. Here we go again. I'm going to answer the questions for this afternoon and this evening. So, firstly, Jerem, I like this system of answering questions. Good, because I'm going to give it a try and see if it works. And you say on tablets and other devices, closed captioning, three dots or CC are in the upper right hand corner. Okay, so mannequin. On my way to school, I met a prescience who was handing out her business card. So, a prescience is the feeling. I would say a prescient with a T. I had a prescience that I had a prescience that team was going to win. Fine. His girlfriend's actions are very prescient. Good. We all had a prescient feeling that he will pass the test. Okay, yeah, that'll work. And let's see, Roland. Being a child actor calls for dedication and self-sacrifice. Honestly, they revel in the spotlight because early success, because early success can tremendously enhance their confidence, which their ordinary peers solely long for this feeling and experience. So, can tremendously enhance their confidence. A feeling and experience which their ordinary peers solely long for. However, it has many drawbacks as well. Small film stars will have a desultory schedule of school, so a desultory school schedule. And I would probably add something, and few social activities, as they often need to travel to other cities and learn new, complicated and demanding things. Their studies and other daily routines are interrupted unexpectedly. The rehearsal frequency fails to please the director, and the actors have to do it until they perform their best, which takes a large amount of time. Yeah, desultory is fine in this sentence. A desultory lifestyle, a desultory schedule, definitely. So, is it linked to Shiva's Regal? Well, Shiva's Regal, here the word regal, Rizgar, is talking about royal. Yeah, his regal presence. Means royal. Regale. No, it's not related, but regal is related to royal. Okay, so Ronan's been watching Denigrate and Disparage. Thanks, mate. Okay, Patricia. He was a charming young beau with a magic sparkle in his large blue-grey eyes. It goes without saying that he was invited to every party in town, and regaled all and sundry, told stories to, with a never-ending repertoire of witticisms and amusing anecdotes off his own bat. The narcissist regales his unsuspecting prey with titbits of malicious gossip, a crude concoction of lies, and invariably projects himself as the long-suffering victim. You're definitely right. In a desperate yet inglorious attempt to elicit empathy. Good, a trait he himself fundamentally lacks, as well as to gain a horde of henchmen to further his own personal agenda. That's a very nice piece of writing, Patricia. You ought to be very happy with it. Okay, Ronan. Spades, diamonds, clubs and hearts. These are the different suits when you're playing cards. Okay, so great. You enjoyed it, Dommy. Thank you very much. And Svetlana. I was taught beseech is irregular. Beseech, besought, besought. Sorry, I could be wrong. You're the best one. I think this one, beseech, is what I would still call a schizophrenic verb. It can be both regular and irregular. And one of the things I'd like to comment is that I see a lot of irregular verbs nowadays that I would never use as regular verbs becoming regular verbs. So a lot of the irregular verbs are disappearing or have regular alternatives. So VG, out of curiosity, how do you distinguish the pronunciation of world and world? They sound exactly the same. World, 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 world. There's no difference, VG. Ha. Okay, and you're commenting to this one, my previous one. Meanwhile, there's me here writing many comments in your video. But VG, if I use this one, you can post all the comments you want, because this is a far easier and far quicker way for me to answer questions and answer comments. So let's see how it goes. Jesus loves you, from Claire. You all are so valued. Thank you for sharing your opinion, Claire. Do people really say leap of leopards? Okay, these questions, some of the strange ones of these collective nouns, these are questions for Trivial Pursuit. Most people don't know them. People are really going to say a group of leopards or something like that. Okay, VG, I saw the word pandemonium in my language and wondered what it meant. Now I know, thank you. Pandemonium is chaos, things running everywhere. Okay, N. Alvarez, I love his accent, so British. Yep, my accent is pure British. So, hi there, Manji. He tried to regale us with jokes and anecdotes, but eventually his act turned out to be a lot of palaver. That's a really good comment, Manji. I love it. Well done. As VG says, nice sentence. Okay, thanks, dear, from Manji. Okay, yes. And you really regale, I would probably say you really regale us with your videos, yeah? Okay, regale is a false cognate with the Spanish word regalo, regalar, to give. I think so, yes. I got home from school on the day of my birthday and my mum regaled me with all my favourite tuckers. I would say tucker. Yeah, tucker uncountable. Yeah, notice tucker with all my favourite tucker. Yeah, to me tucker sounds a bit Australian, but it works certainly. It's an informal word, but it's also uncountable. Okay, so the next one, Mark Wooden. I'm curious on your take on the Bible and certain scriptures with your vast knowledge of linguistics. I bet you know a lot of the mysteries of the Bible that trip a lot of people up. You should probably share it. Thanks for all you do. Well, I personally look on the Bible as a historical document. It's part of our culture, yeah? This is the collection, or the Old Testament's the collection of the stories, the oral stories that were handed down through generations. And then one day they were written down. Okay, Everton. So, shrivel. I saw this word in a video telling the history of a game I like called Fallout. As oil wells shriveled up across the globe, Alaska's wells remained, soon becoming the last place on Earth for cheap oil. Okay, at 4 minutes 08. Maybe I'll have a look at it later. Thanks, Everton. And Sinae-san, regaled with tales. Very definitely a good example. Well done. And VG. When he was young, his grandmother would always tell him fun stories from her travels overseas. Good, that's good English. Notice, fun here means interesting, not ha 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 funny, fun, interesting. Since travel is also an uncountable noun, would it be okay if I only said travel without the S? from her travel overseas. Yes, it would work very well, VG. So, you're so nice. Have a wonderful day and night, everybody. You too, VG. And you too, Manji. Okay, thanks, Manji. Watching Netflix and you. Ha, I'm just studying and resting a little. Nice to hear you're having a good time. So, have a marvellous Thursday. You definitely deserve it, both of you. Yeah, thank you both for your loyal support. So, good evening, Pepax. So, dear teacher Alex, you're incredible. It always fascinated me how deliberately you try to answer every comment. And this is a new solution to it. I think it's an interesting one as well. Thank you so much for what you do. And now you were so kind as to allocate half an hour to respond to every comment in the video. We appreciate your time. I like the format. Brilliant. I love it that you like the format. Yeah, I'm going to try this for a couple of weeks and see how it goes, and then maybe I'll implement it personally. We'll see. So, yo, VG, what's up, mate? Howdy, great to see you. How's it hanging? So, Francisco, Real Madrid were pipped at the post. They were going to tie the match, and PSG scored at the last minute. That's a lovely example of pip to the post, Fran. My English pronunciation is a far cry from your amazing pronunciation. Yeah, but I learned this when I was a kid. My pronunciation in Spanish is not always that good. Let's try it. Double R. El perro de San Roque no tiene rabo porque Ramón Ramírez se lo ha cortado. I can't say the double R. Okay? So, Katia, thank you. Thank you for your congratulations on my silver plaque. Yeah, I'm so happy for you, my hero. Thank you. That's really nice of you. So, Mohammed, when I got wind of the disastrous things that he was doing, he told me, don't tell anyone, and I swear up and down that I'm going to atone for it. Swear up and down. I guess you could use it. I would probably use the phrase, I swear blind that I'm going to do it. So, PE, you like this quiz with the collective nouns for animal groups? I've got a whole load of them. I think I'll probably make some more of them. So, yeah, yes, definitely. Louise Stats, great to hear from you. Yes, the answer to the quiz was drift. Well done. Driftwood. There's a piece of driftwood in the picture. It's always sunny in Paoa. By far the best English tutor on this platform. We're super grateful. My pleasure, very definitely. Okay, yes. Fernando González Villavicencio. So, in the Amazon regions of Peru, one can definitely find a great many pandemoniums of parrots. And this one I actually answered. So, it's true as well. When I went to the jungle in Peru, about 100 kilometers from Iquitos, this is in the middle of the jungle, I didn't want to come back. It's just a wonderful place to spend your life. Okay, so, Simran Sphere. Would causal impetus be a value for use in this definition or frame for the language? Yeah, I really like this collocation, causal impetus. Causal impetus is the thing that pushes something, the thing that drives events, the reasoning behind it. So, very good. Okay, Bruce Leroy Hoffman, to augment, to strengthen. Yeah, great synonym. Mohammed, we should all pay homage to your special efforts. Special, not special, special. Okay, Akshat, great to have you. Hello, sir. He sells out his cosmetics. Lose the out. He sells his cosmetics saying they are branded. He palms off his cosmetics as branded. Do they both mean the same thing? No. Firstly, he sells his cosmetics with the out. If he sells his cosmetics saying they're branded, they probably are branded. But if he palms them off, he knows they're not branded. Yeah? He's committing fraud, so definitely. Okay, Akshat, to touch off, Politicians should be avoiding. No, should avoid. Be very wary about using simple tenses. I've noticed people from India love using continuous tenses. Politicians should avoid making statements that can touch off communal riots. Good English. Mohammed, when I'm keyed up to a deadline, I feel I'm so fettered by the things I'm supposed to get finished with. Okay, so keyed up, excited. When I'm keyed up with a deadline to meet, I feel I'm so fettered, good word, by the things I'm supposed to get finished. No with, to get them finished. Mohammed, the smell of someone's cutting the cheese is so fetid, hilarious, but I'm so conservative about this because who he smelt it first dealt with it. Okay, so the smell of someone, no apostrophe, someone cutting the cheese, is so fetid, hilarious, but I'm so conservative about this cause, and the phrase is, he who smelt it dealt it. He who smelt it dealt it. Okay, Mohammed, being facetious while studying is so effective way. No, is so effective, so adjective, is such an effective way to remember the things you've learned. Yeah, a good example. So, Nora, hi there. It's been a real pleasure to help you. Thank you for your support. You're wonderful. I'm so glad you passed everything. And thank you, Akshat. I'm the best. Well, that's very kind of you. So, Gangster, hi Gangster. This says, nice method out there to respond to every comment. I think it's quite a good system. Mohammed, smoking weeds and intensively drinking alcohol is so prevalent in these areas that have no control over their citizens. So, you can't put an S on it. Smoking weed without the S, because if you put weeds, these are just all sorts of weeds in the garden. Yeah? Smoking weed. Okay. Great one. I got learning it after the word rife, which has a negative, not negative, a negative meaning. Okay, I got learning it. I guess I learnt it, I would probably say. I learnt it after the word rife, which has a negative nuance. Okay, and Mohammed, par for the course and widespread. What's the difference between these two phrases? So par for the course is what is average, something that normally happens. So I guess par for the course, I get 100 comments every day, something like that. I guess that's par for the course. The average, what you would normally expect. And something that's widespread is very common, it's everywhere. So I don't know, for example, COVID is widespread. The opinion that the government is not doing a good job is widespread. Okay, I guess both of them describe something that's catching on in a particular area. So, Blue Star. Oh, another good one. Thank you. I like this one on semiotics. I think it's quite an interesting topic. Prank it. Great to have you, sir. Yes. Or is it? I wonder. As there is a prevailing rumour of an impending lockdown, he perforce has to save money to sustain his family during the long fallow weeks. That's a really, really good example. So, Blue Star, thank you as well. Thanks for watching. And Mohammed, being not able to do something to help your family is absolutely a scourge to both you and your family as well. Good English, no changes, well done. One letter can change the whole meaning of the word. Recently I got the word scrounge, but this one's totally different. Scrounge and scourge, definitely. If you don't study hard right now, you're gonna be having. So, be having, no. You're going to have a bleak future. It's the opposite of standing in good stead. Yes, it is, very definitely. Okay, Roland, the famous politician has received a prescient warning about his own assassination. Good English. So, gangster, his prescience prediction are. Why are? This is his prescience uncountable. His prediction is quite reliable. Make them plural for are. His dream was rather a prescient about the calamity. So without the a, his dream was rather, fairly, a bit prescient as an adjective about the calamity. Most of the people, lose this of, most people, no of the, consider prescience to be a superhuman ability, but maybe not. Okay, and Mohammed, these two words are pronounced as worry in American English. I guess they're only understood from the context. So, weary and wary. Weary and wary. And Akshat, I've been thinking about this. So you've been thinking about this question of the comments. I get a lot of comments, and replying to them all must be cutting into your time. Sometimes even I made so many comments, not made, even I make so many comments. I apologize for that. There's no need to apologize, Akshat. With a bit of luck, this is the solution to them. Now I will try making 2 comments for each video, unless I have an important question. Make the comments that you want. For me to answer them with this system is pretty easy. And I think this is the last one. Mohammed, giving me brief. Brief means quick. Giving me grief. Giving me terse as a noun. Can it be used in that way? A terse? No. Terse is only an adjective. Terseness, the quality of being terse. Giving me brief. Okay. Brief. Yeah, brief meaning short. Terse, brief. Yeah. A terse comment, a brief comment. From my point of view, giving someone a terse reply, R-E-P-L-Y, is considered as a knee-jerk reply. Okay, that describes your character. So let me go back to the top, because there are probably some more comments that have come in since I started making this. Let me just recharge this. Okay, with this, I would ask you regulars to would you act as moderators and say hello to, if you see new people in the channel, say hi to them. And most of your English is pretty good, so if you can see any obvious way to help anyone in the comment section, please do comment. Okay, Sheed Kainiste. The last restaurant I have done was a pure regale. The chef regaled us with every delicate meals and wines. Okay, so was a pure regale, was a pure feast. Yes, you could use it like this. The chef regaled us with very delicate meals, with very delicate dishes. The meal is the whole thing, and wines. Okay, so a meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. But he regaled us with very delicate dishes, with very delicate recipes. Yeah? But, okay, if he regales you with very delicate meals, you eat several times. So, enough. Well, I seem to be out. I will make another one tomorrow morning, and then probably another one tomorrow evening. So, thank you all. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.